to Horror Queen Film Reviews, episode 6. I am here with my special guest,
DiBlasi.
We are going to be watching the film
MALUM.
MALUM. Not Maluma, honey. That's Trey. I don't know how you say it. Is it Malum or Malum?
I think MALUM.
I think it's Malum. So we're here watching Malum. We're here at the Regal Cinemas here in San Antonio, Texas. The situation of Malum is a reimagining of his older film called Last Shift, just with a higher budget. I have not seen Last Shift. Have you?
No, I have not.
Later, I'm going to check out Last Shift to kind of see the similarities, or if there's any differences, or if this one's just like, you know, better with the practical effects or even the special effects. So I'm kind of really excited. Are you excited?
I'm a little scared. The trailer was insane.
Of course, we came with our horns, honey.
We're feeling horny today.
I took a little inspiration from like a Western slut ghoul, and of course,
I just wanted to be a red devil.
you look like Malum's little son from the baby mama.
Yeah.
We'll be checking in soon and give our review of this film. I know Sélah V is on her way, but of course she always walks in late. And she comes in like halfway through the film. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you in a bit.
In just 2 visits.
Yes, of course. We are the only ones in the theater.
Learn more and subscribe in the Regal app.
Rinsed out the whole theater to ourselves.
Oh, it's about to start. It's about to start. I am not okay.
What did I just watch?
I am not okay. I'm traumatized.
I'm not the same walking out of that theater. Just say that. It was scary.
That was scary. The jump scares were scary.
And as always, I was right. This bitch walked in halfway through.
I feel personally attacked.
Well, you are being attacked.
Bitch, it's wet out here. What are you? I'm denied.
It's a rainy Friday here in San Antonio, honey. We just left the theater. We saw Malum. It was extremely fucked up, but we'll get more into that right now. Give me some of this popcorn, honey. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Horror Queen Film Review. 1 second. This is a really good popcorn.
It really is.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Horror Queen Film Reviews, episode 6. We just finished watching Malum. We learned that it's not called Malum, like my baby daddy Maluma. Today, our special guests are
Bloody Blush.
And Sélah V.
Sélah's one of my returning guests, so I think she's part of the cast already. She's been in more than half of them already, so.
That's true, right?
Well, you kind of just like make your way, like.
You just happen to be there. Happens.
I never casted you. You casted yourself.
I'll be there.
I'm sorry, this popcorn's just amazing. Malum is a horror supernatural thriller that is based upon the director's old film Last Shift. Last Shift, I have not seen it before, but you know, I'm looking forward. Maybe we can watch it later.
Yeah.
After we do the interview with Robbie Banfitch. Right after this, we have to head back home and do an interview with the director from The Outwaters. We are going to be interviewing him through Zoom and asking him a couple of little juicy questions, you know. So the director's name is Anthony
DiBlasi.
DiBlasi.
I live.
Anthony DiBlasi.
DiBlasi.
Okay, so it says, Malum cinematography can manipulate viewers, especially in a horror film, but Malum brings it to a new level. Expert camera work and disorienting lighting take on a life of their own, creating a mesmerizing piece of art from director Anthony DiBlasi. I have to totally agree with that. The way it was shot, you could see everything clearly, clear as day, what it was showing. However, it kind of gave you a little bit of a headache, right? Because there was so much for your brain to process that it was, and it was all horrific. I would give Malum about an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed how horrific it was. I enjoyed the practical effects, the special effects. There was horrific monsters that made me scream. I was screaming like a big old bitch throughout the entire film. These two can attest. It was a good, fun watch. It's kind of weird because it's only showing in one movie theater here in San Antonio. It got a limited release. I thought it was going to be a wide release. And we all love a good wide release.
That's what they call me on the weekend.
That's this bitch's second drag name. Wide release. Oh, sorry, I'm real bad. Buddy, what would you rate it?
Honestly, I would do the same 8 out of 10. I feel like the movie took me on a journey and it was very trippy. I was like so stressed out from everything that was happening. Like once she solved one issue, then something else would come up and I'm just like stressing out with her. I felt like I was in the movie with her, honestly. The special effects were chef's kiss. They were so good. The main monster character, the makeup and everything, loved it all. I could tell it got a lot of inspiration from like Hellraiser and like other horror movies.
Yes.
Loved that. Also got a little bit of sinister vibes from like the whole movie kind of aspect of it. It got an 8 only because it was a little repetitive as far as like her going down the same hallway kind of thing. But other than that, very, very good. Very good.
I agree. It was almost as if she was like descending into the depths of hell. Like
that is true.
As the movie went on, things were just getting more and more twisted. I think I even said that out loud at one point where I was like, "This movie is really twisted."
That is so true.
Sélah, what would thoughts?
I would agree. An 8 out of 10. I love the special effects. I love the storyline. I like that I didn't see the first movie, but I can kind of tell that it was almost like maybe like a jump off of something that they already had in their mind. I could kind of see that. I loved the monster character. The monster character was amazing. He looked like
This bitch said it in the restroom. Say it first.
He reminded me of like a you bitch, shut the fuck. He reminded me of that thing that killed Steve Irwin, the stingray.
Not
or
the
whatever.
stingray.
He did. Like, like if you've ever seen a stingray from underneath, that's like what he looked like. Like for real. And I was living for it. I was like, ooh, he looks like slimy, like it looks gross. And then for her to be like the chosen one or whatever, like I was living for that because you could tell that she didn't want to be the chosen one.
I don't think anybody would want to be the chosen one.
Well, maybe, I don't know, girl, but it was good. I really loved it. I thought it was really nice, and I loved the I don't know how she was a cop and then like the pigs tied into it.
Yeah, that's true.
They hated the cops in this film. Sélah, I just want to say you're a special kind of person for thinking that was your first thought of the monster was a stingray.
That's immediately what I thought of, a stingray.
I was scared. I couldn't even process what I was even seeing, and to think that you thought you saw a stingray, that's good.
Yeah, there are a lot of moments.
That's some good shit.
There are a lot of moments where I couldn't even look at the screen because it was like too scary to look at for a second. Like the glowing eyes and stuff. The damn like potato sack on the face got me. It got me good.
Oh my god, when she's in the gun range and then oh my, that part I screamed. I was like, ah!
And the crazy thing about it was we were the only ones in the movie theater, so
which made it scarier.
It's almost like we rented it out. We're just gonna go ahead and say we rented it out. Sound a little bougie.
That part.
Well, honestly, you're like the best person to go to a horror movie with because like you add to the jump scare.
You scare me too, bitch.
I don't know. I can't handle it sometimes. I'm just like, oh, it just comes out of me.
Oh, and the thing I love too is that in the beginning, right away we get like an exploding head.
Oh,
right away. Got my attention. Spoilers.
Yeah, no, I really wasn't expecting that. Like,
that really got me hooked. Like right away.
Bloody's boo, his name is Oscar, and someone recording, so thank you, Oscar, for recording. They were in the line getting some snacks, and me and Bloody, I was just like, I don't want to miss the beginning, girl. I want to see it from the very beginning. So we walked up in there, and we noticed that we were the only two there. I was just like, ooh, girl, this is gonna be fun, right? So we sat down, and like what, 3-4 minutes pass by, and a head is exploding already, and I just look at Bloody, and I'm just like, oh shit, like if this is the mood for the rest of the film, like,
yeah, and it was,
and it got even worse,
Yeah.
So the trailer for Malum was pretty scary, right, Bloody?
The trailer immediately, I'm like hesitating if I should really go watch this or not.
I didn't see the trailer.
You didn't too?
Mm-mm.
You didn't see the
know
first 10 minutes either, boo.
I had no idea.
Sélah didn't see the first like 25-30 minutes.
I
We
didn't
love
know
Sélah
either.
because Sélah gets into movies for free by coming in halfway late, and then
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
Well, I can't buy a ticket if the movie's already started, girl. So I just go in. What are they gonna do? Kick me out? The theater was empty, girl. There was nobody in there.
I said, please go see this movie.
That part.
It was based off of a cult that was worshiping this demon. They called it the lower god.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it was a bunch of white people, right?
It was, yeah.
A bunch of white girls that were worshiping. You know, it kind of derived and had influences from like what's his name?
Manson?
Charles Manson.
Yes, I got those vibes immediately.
This cult that were basically killing young women and dismembering them and feeding them to the pigs. And I guess that's where the police ties in, because...
And then, that Charles Manson guy was like the vessel for the real spirit of God.
But honestly...
Oh, okay. That movie, it was a trip, y'all.
It was a trip, yeah.
Oh,
It was scary. It has some of the scariest imagery that I've seen in a horror movie, honestly. The ending was really intense. And it's crazy, because it kind of reminds me, like... I like movies like this where the last like 15 minutes are a complete mindfuck. Like, I remember back when Rob Zombie's Lords of Salem came out.
I was just about to say that, yep.
I came here actually, same theater, to go see it, and it was only me and my ex-boyfriend and like 2 other people in the theater. And like that ending sequence where it's all dreamlike and they're showing like Jesus with his eyes bleeding and like all this other shit and everybody's naked. Imagery that like you almost want to look away because it's so scary. But you can't, because it's so good. I get now why the director wanted to remake it, because maybe he felt like he didn't execute the vision that he wanted to with his Last Shift film. Maybe he got a bigger budget and was just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna make the demon that I see in my head, which we're just gonna call it the Stingray demon.
Yes.
Right? Now that I said it, you're like, he did look like a stingray, right?
But sleep paralysis demon.
The sleep paralysis.
The Stingray. I'm really happy that we came to come see Malum. It was a good flick.
This is a tip for you guys out there. If you murder somebody, you can feed them to pigs. You just have to starve the pigs for like a while, like a few days. You cut the person's body up into pieces, and the pigs will eat everything, the bones, everything.
Sélah, how the fuck do you know that?
I saw it on a movie. And also, my family are like farmers and stuff, girl. Like,
And they do that?
Well, I mean...
Thank you, everyone, for watching Horror Queen Film Reviews, Episode 6. Rot in hell, fuckers!